Okay, so the two official ways to get high school teens from different cliques to all group together are breakfast in detention or a killer who stalks you in your dreams. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, so I think now officially all the 70s, 80s horror movies have been remade. But Freddy was always my favorite. Why? Because he had personality. Personally, for my money, Rorschach was perfect to fill those shoes. Okay, so we all know the premise. A bunch of teens played by 20-something-year-olds are all being terrorized by a guy who looks like a burned version of the vampire from 30 Days of Night. And he terrorizes them where they're not safe. In their dreams. Only thing is, if they die in their dreams, they die in real life. This man, of course, is Freddy Krueger, who claims, of course, he was innocent of his crimes in life. Yeah, don't they all? I personally think the Rorschach Freddy was much darker than the Robert Englund Freddy. I mean, he does still have that smartassness that made Freddy memorable, but for the most part, he's just not here for laughs. Most of the time, it seems like he sounds like Christian Bale tried to sound in Dark Knight. I haven't even cut you yet. Rorschach's Jonah. I'm not wearing hockey pads. Not gonna lie, his voice is pretty menacing in this movie. Now for what it is, Nightmare on Elm Street is automatically head and shoulders above the other horror movie remakes. Due to it having a cooler premise, he kills you in your dreams. And a villain who talks and has personality. So screwing this up would be like screwing up Top Ramen. But was it cool? I enjoyed the shit out of it. I mean, you're not gonna find any critics using overly used artsy elitist talk to describe the movie. Nightmare on Elm Street was a magnum opus. It's a tour de force, a true delight. But for what it is, and especially if you're a horror movie fan, it's enjoyable as hell. And how were the teens in this movie? Fine. They did what they're supposed to do. They died. And thanks to Freddy, they did it well. There were actually a lot more Freddy dream sequences in this movie than I thought there'd be. That was a really nice surprise. I thought there'd be like one or two, and then the rest of the movie would be like concentrating on the deeper meaning of it and what it all means. But no. Nightmares and people die. Awesome. And with today's special effects, they're able to do like a lot of really neat things in the dreams and show reality shift to the dream in a really cool way. I thought that was neat. Now, if you've seen the previous Freddy movies or if you're a Freddy fan, you'll notice a few throwbacks, references, and shoutouts. And it might just tickle your inner Freddy fan. Yeah, I said tickle. And if you're not a Freddy fan, or you've never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, I gotta believe you're in a cave with Bin Laden. But hey, now's a good time to start. Nightmare on Elm Street has a cool premise, a really cool actor filling the Freddy shoes, and it's a lot of fun. People might argue that the original is better, but are they sure about that? I mean, this one's less cheesy than the original. It's darker than the original. I found it to be more intense than the original. Granted, it's less original than the original, it being a remake and all. And I understand that the original is more nostalgic than the new one, but nostalgia does not mean better. It just means you're more attached to it. So it's the same premise as the old Freddy, and I for one enjoyed it, for what it was. So check it out, if you like scary movies. And now for my review of Furry Vengeance. If you consider watching this movie, God's gonna punch you in the neck. Like, period. And that's it.